Now, speaking of Chinese smartphone companies, my goodness, Xiaomi, it's a rocket ship. Xiaomi tops Indian smartphone market for 8th straight quarter. You know, the Indian market is the only hot market left. Shout out India. I know you're watching, of course. Great support from India. Every other market got soft on smartphones, not India. They're like, no. You don't understand. We got billions. You know that? You know the difference? You know the difference, Will? You got millions, then you got billions.
Okay.
You understand it's a big difference? Because I don't know if you do. You can't compare. We live in a country here, Canada. There's 35 people in this country. Okay, 35 million, fine. You can't even comprehend 1.4 billion. Guy like you. You got your space, you got your grass, you take the dog, you take a deep breath, you look around. Look at you. You can't understand 1.4 billion.
Yeah. We have a lot of space.
Who?
Us.
Yeah, you?
Yeah.
Not me, you though. Me, I got it tough. You got a lot of space. Yeah, of course. Canada, I mean, I'm sure if you like mapped out the size of the country for each human, I mean, it would be bananas how much each person would actually have to themselves. I mean, you might be in none of it or something.
Yeah.
But you could have quite a bit of space. Anyhow, we all know this. But it's not just the scale. It's not just the number of people. It's the enthusiasm around smartphones in India. It's bananas. I told you before, I went. People in India, the smartphone game is different. I promise you. People here are like, I got a new smartphone. Yeah. People in India I met, they're like, I'm on this one right now. I'm going to this one next. Yeah. What do you think, Lou? I don't like the camera. Spec list. These people know what is up.
They're passionate.
They know what's going on. I try to tell people it's a different level in India specifically. And it's so much enthusiasm because it's so many people coming online recently and continuing to do so. So when you have all these new users, they're like, man, it's so fresh. So
very optimistic.
The Chinese electronics giant, Xiaomi, shipped 10.4 million handsets in the quarter that ended in June, which is about 30% of the market. That's more than Samsung, Will. They moved down to number 2, or not moved down, they're stuck in number 2 at 9.3 million units. Of course, you know, they got the M series, the A series, they got all this going on. And they also have the biggest factory in India, Samsung. So they're taking it real serious. This is the battleground. India is the smartphone battleground. It's all happening there because it's still the hot one. It's still the place you can grow as a smartphone maker. Overall, 37 million handsets shipped in India during the second quarter of this year, which is up 10% from the same period last year. Everywhere else, stagnant or down a little bit. India's like, never mind. We're going up 10% on units in this quarter. There are 450 million smartphone users in India, which is up from 350 million last year. You get 100 million new buyers, Will. Do I need to remind you? 35 million people in Canada. You got 100 million new smartphones. You got 1 million, you got 1 billion. You understand the difference?
I'm learning slowly.
I'm trying to help you out here, man. I mean, it's a scale thing. You just we want to sell some new smartphones. Oh, why don't I bring you 100 million new customers that didn't have a smartphone last year? Why not just this is your store. Here's 100 million customers who want to spend hundreds of dollars on a new phone. What do you think? You want to sell to them? What do you think? Yeah, I think I might want to be paying attention. And that's one area. I'll get back to Apple. This is where Apple missed a boat in this market. My goodness. 100 million new users, home to 1.3 billion people, the fastest growing market worldwide. Smartphone shipments everywhere else declined 2.3%. Vivo, Oppo, they're in the game. They're expanding their base in the country. Okay, as you're aware. And OnePlus which is considered a premium brand. They're considered in a premium segment in India. OnePlus assumed 63.6% of the premium segment. 63.6%. OnePlus, little OnePlus. You want to know where Apple was on that? Less than 2% of the overall local market. See what's going on over here? OnePlus, their pricing went way up too. Right? What is a OnePlus 7 Pro USD right now? What was the MSRP on that? USD. You know, was that like 600 something? 700? 700. $700. Oh, what are you looking at? You're saying 700 pounds? What are you doing, Will? You're killing me here. It's unbelievable. 750. $750. Anyway, around $700. That's a lot of cash in the Indian market. The average smartphone in the Indian market, the most likely to be purchased, has a sticker price below $200. So OnePlus, little OnePlus, slugging it out. Giants like Apple, they're in the same kind of territory price-wise. They got a lot closer, and they're winning big time because of an investment, a localization, brick and mortar, a marketing to people there exclusively, shifting their strategies. Very impressive. So what you got OnePlus, you got Xiaomi, you got all these newcomers who really invested in that market, and now it's paying dividends, and it makes a lot of sense to me. And Apple, of course, they're clawing back. They're trying to get back in the game because I feel like they missed the boat to a certain extent. They didn't pay enough attention. They didn't have exclusive SKUs for that marketplace. Now, another thing to note, Will, one of the reasons Xiaomi has destroyed the market there, destroyed in a good way, has dominated the market there, is because they invested heavily in brick and mortar. And this is something I recognize when I travel to India. A lot of people still want to shop brick and mortar. They want to go to a store. Depending on the generation of the individual, they don't like to buy online. They don't want to just yet. A lot of new users, new smartphone users, they want to go to a store, physically see it. So Xiaomi, they recognize this, and they're like, we got to get this footprint going. And so just recently, they opened their 2,000th store in the country, and they're on track for 10,000 stores before the end of the year. 10,000 stores. They got 2,000 right now. That's what they claim.
What kind of hardware do they have in the store besides their smartphones? Do they have any
I'm sure there's accessories.
accessories?
Yeah, I'm sure there's the third-party stuff. But ultimately, they made that recognition, and they got these stores out there so people could buy the way they want to buy in that
Yeah.
market. That's
They
investing
can
in the
go
market.
in, check it out.
It's paying attention. I know OnePlus does the same thing. I know they got the stores. Vivo,
flagship, yeah.
Vivo's got the stores. So it's an adjustment, man. It's pay attention. Pay attention to your customer. You know, do the right thing and understand the difference between millions and billions. You see how that goes? So, well done, Xiaomi. Congrats. 8 straight quarters. My goodness. Who's going to knock you out? I don't know.